Yo, it's Andre. In this video, I'm going to go into detail about why I don't like to sleep around, why I personally choose not to sleep around with women. Alright, number one, because I have no idea where her vagina has been. And not only that, even kissing is a no-no, because you have no idea how many men have been in her mouth. Cocks and stuff. You have no idea. But it's not just that. It's common even for today for every female to have at least slept with one dude or at least sucked dick. It's common. It's actually, yeah, it's pretty much normalized today for a female to have slept with one dude before you at least once. With me, I prefer to just do a virgin and not sleep with any woman that's been with a man before me, because that's always unnatural. Even though in society they teach men to settle for less. If a female's not a virgin when she meets you, then she's not worthy of you. It's that simple. It always should be that way. So yeah, that's why I refuse to, give any woman of the world system. Cause I have no idea where they've been, and of course they're not gonna be honest about it. I have no idea where they've been. And if I feel like I have to ask them where they've been, then Then why even be with them in the first place? Exactly. So I have no idea where they've been, and there's no way of yeah. Well, they can, and they can't pretend to be, innocent, because I can read energy, so that's why people can't lie to me. So I haven't met one woman on earth worthy of me, since I was born in this world. I've been paying attention even from boyhood, to a manhood. Yeah, I haven't met one female worthy of me that's not, world systematized. And when it comes to a corrupt society, on average, there's no such thing as a good female. Female, which is another term for good female, which is another term for controlled chaos. Yeah, in the world system like this, a female that's worthy of a man, that's perfect, that's fully controlled, that's fully feminine, virgin, soft, fully respectful to the man she ends up with. Not just her dad, but any male in general, she's respectful to, and then she shows a special currency to the man that she's given to. Yeah. So a female like that, that's a perfect female. That's only belongs to the man that owns her, right? Exactly. A female like that does not exist in a world system like this, because it's not just a world system like this. It's throughout every society that's been corrupt, right? There's not one female that's perfect for a man. Yeah, that's right. Because in the corrupt societies throughout the ages, right? Because there's been more than one, of course. Throughout the ages, there's more of a chance of there being a good man than a good woman. Because on all those societies, there have never been one good woman, while there has at least been one good man among 1,000 or hundreds or millions. Yeah. But then again, somebody says a couple of men too. But then, yeah. In the corrupt society, it's rare for, on average, there's never at least one woman that's good. Which is was considered good by the universe. Controlled chaos. So yeah, that's why I say in a world system like this, that not only the American society, right, Babylon, the world system, New Egypt, this world system, right, but the fact that not only is America treated as a world power, a temporary world power, right, it has all the other nations follow its lead, basically. I mean, because even when the nations are turning away from America, they're still influenced by America in some way. So it's like a lot of this society pretty much corrupts all the rest of societies, in some way. So it's so basically in this world system, I say the world system, I'm meaning the entire world. Yeah, a female that's truly, the way she's supposed to be doesn't really exist, The only way for a female not to be corrupt, she must be isolated. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And raised only for you. But like I said, in this world system, exactly, they're all corrupt. Like I said, in this world system also teach men to sell for less. To sell for less. But man is never supposed to do that. You gotta understand, man, if there's not one good female, which is control chaos, then just reject them all. It's that simple. Yeah. Reject them all. Don't sell for less. Just because the only ones to pick from are the bad ones doesn't mean you pick any of them. You men gotta realize something. We are the ones that don't need women. We can do with or without women. Women are just an option. They're not a need for our survival or for our sense of self-worth. Men get that from ourselves. Yeah, just because women need our male validation to feel complete or to feel wanted, it's not the same with us men, because a man's nature and a woman's nature are opposites. A man can do with or without a woman. A man's validation comes from within himself. A woman's validation comes from other men, comes from men in general. While when it comes to us men, we get that same energy from ourselves. The energy that women need to feel alive and validated, which comes from male attention. A man gets validated from his own male attention that women need to feel, complete, alive. But we're sustained by our own energy. Why? Because men and women are opposites. Women need us while we can do with or without them. See, we're the opposite of them. They're the opposite of us. They cannot do with or without us. They can only do with us. And while a man can only do, with or without them, meaning they're just an option. So, because this society conditions men to settle for less, which is pretty much you disrespecting yourself, dishonoring yourself. So, a lot of guys, it's been so normalized for guys to think like that, to settle for whatever. Get out of the mentality, guys out there, There's no female that's perfect, that'll cause you some kind of disturbance in some way. Reject them all. We're the ones who don't need them. But I know every man has a different way they want to do things. Like, for example, if there are men who want to have sex with women, then, like just like how it always is, there's no good woman left to take seriously. So if you feel like the only way, if you want to enjoy a woman via sex, then yeah, just, get a prostitute or, an escort. How there are guys who want to actually just still go after a woman, physically. So if you want to go after a woman physically, then just do, the oldest profession. Yeah. Do what cause I know a lot of y'all can't help yourselves. A lot of y'all lack self-control. So that's why a lot of y'all still want to chase them for sex, Yeah, giving them validation that way. But I'll say this. Oh yeah, but it makes sense too, because because when you go after a woman for sex, you don't have to take them seriously. Because men, at least what men have in common today is that men are aware that there's no good woman left. So, but of course, like always, we don't take those women seriously. That's just how it is. So there are men who have to have sex with women no matter what, physical sex. So of course, just go after prostitutes or escorts. Then you never have to take them seriously. Exactly. So, yeah, I applaud you men that do that. And then there are men who can do with or without women, who don't need to go after women for sex physically. Yeah. There are men who are aware of their real nature, knowing that we don't even need one for sex. We can orgasm on our own. Masturbation is the thing. Yep, imagination is the thing. Oh, yeah. You gotta understand, women come from men, so this is why we can experience orgasm on our own. Women are the embodiment of our X part of us, our feminine side within us. We can literally get off on our own. But a lot of men are not conscious enough to be aware of that. So thus, they give women some kind of superpower leverage by saying, oh, I need them for sex. And thus, they go after them for sex, not realizing they can conjure up sex energy on their own. That's right, because women are the physical embodiment of that. But most men, this requires deeper awareness, deeper knowledge. But a lot of men are not spiritually, aware of the deeper things. So that's why I understand why a lot of men think they need women for, this or that, like giving them some kind of leverage, superpower, because they're brainwashed into thinking women are more than what they are, and some men are just simps too. They want to go easy on women. They want to, so therefore they will feed a lie so they're not hard on women. So, see, this is why I don't befriend men like this. Men who are simps and men who just want to go easy on women, and men who don't see themselves with something, but they basically see themselves, they hate themselves. That's why they don't accept the reality of what females are, what males are. But they're never going to say it out loud. They'll just, they'll just, I'll tell you, man, it's too sad, man. Men who are aware of the reality of our true nature are so, of a man's true nature, they're just small by comparison to the population on Earth. But then again, we're reaching an age where it's becoming common knowledge for men to become more aware than ever before. It may appear to have a slow start, but I understand that it's going to spread as fast as wildfire spreads. When it comes to men becoming more aware, and simps will disappear as if they never existed. So I understand. It appears like it's going by slow, but I understand. Yeah, it's gonna be quick all of a sudden, and then it'll be as if that simps and self-haters never existed. Exactly. Men would know the truth about their self. Yeah, knowing that they can enjoy sex on their own without having to satisfy someone else. Exactly. Alright, guys. And also be aware, men and women both orgasm, right? But it's the male orgasm that creates life, not the woman orgasm. Remember, females come from males. That's right, not the opposite. Women in birth, that's not create, they birth. The man puts the baby in them. The baby starts off in the man's nutsacks. Exactly. So understand, guys, in order to have the full awareness, you must get away from all lies, that you've been taught, or that you're conditioned to, you know what I'm saying? Or that you hear, even if you're not conditioned of it, it's the fact you hear of the lies of society. Just get out all the lies. Alright, that's the end of this video. Well, I'm gonna go to a restaurant near my house and just enjoy a tasty meal. Oh yeah. Yeah, remember guys, when it comes to greens and meat, I'm mainly a carnivore, so I like meat, Yeah. Or I might not even go to a restaurant because it's still early in the morning, Yeah, it's early, so I think I'm just gonna get myself 4 raviolis, 4 cans of ravioli, and put it all in one big bowl and enjoy that. Oh, and mix it with other ingredients. Yeah. So you know what? Instead, I'll just get ravioli. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I'm gonna take my bike out somewhere, and just get some meat cans. Ravioli, yum. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me as always. Peace.